I'm watching this video. It's hilarious, just to say. It is hilarious. But it struck me that this video is a lot more than what it looks like. It wasn't meant to be. It just is. If you look at it from a perspective that I'm about to tell you. So in a movie, right, in a good movie, you have a main character. And the main character has to do something that they either are not prepared to do or are very prepared to do. But in the best movies, they weren't going to be doing that thing. They weren't prepared to be doing that thing. So something happens and then they begin to do this thing. While they're doing whatever it is that they're doing, they encounter struggle, right? Internal struggle, external struggle, doesn't matter, it's struggle. And then at the end, they think they're not gonna make it, they think they're gonna fail, but then they pull deep down inside out, they pull it out and they win, right? And when they've won, in the best stories, they've changed. Right? But there's this other kind of story that I find myself being drawn to. It's the kind of movie where the hero loses or the hero dies, right? But in the good ones where the hero dies or the hero loses, the story is not actually about the hero's success. It's about the lesson meant to be learned. And so in these movies, the hero will have a goal, and whether or not they make it is not even important. But at the end of the story, they've learned, they understand, they know what is right, what is good, what is just, what love is, whatever. And so they're usually kind of bittersweet endings, right? They're sad, but what's important is what you take away from it. And so I'm watching this video and it occurs to me that it's not just, I mean, it is just a girl flipping a bottle and family erupts in joy. But look at from this perspective, look at what's happening, right? Little girl does something that is a little bit outside of what a child would be doing, right? But she does it, and when she does it, the family erupts in joy. What it looks like is that she thinks that they are erupting in joy because she flipped the bottle. They are erupting in joy because it landed right side up, right? So at the very end, she flips it a second time. And what happens? It stays on the ground. But her reaction is the same. Look at it. Her reaction when it lands upright, hands up, super happy, everyone's screaming in joy. She flips it again, lands on its side. Her hands go up, everyone's still screaming in joy. Because the lesson was not to land it upright. She picks up the bottle, that's the beginning of her adventure. She flips it, and there's this moment where you're like, is it gonna land? What's gonna happen, right? The struggle is actually in us, not really in her. But in the story of the bottle flipping, there's how many millions of chances that it won't land right side up? But it does. But that's not the end. That's not the end. The end is when we understand what she understands, which is not that the bottle must land right side up. The lesson is that my family will cheer for me. Like, it's just a beautiful story that was unintentionally told.